Good morning, is it from Zetster's Lab? Well, I thought I had absolutely nothing to say, but then I started to get dressed to come and make a video, and all of a sudden I've got lots to say. Well, presently I'm busy doing our company's, my husband's business and whatever. I'm doing the books. Yes, once a year, that's my job, and I must admit, not my favorite thing to do. Really, when I was at school, I barely scraped through bookkeeping or whatever you call it. So it's tough for me. But you gotta do what you gotta do. But even though I do it, and I'm busy with it, and I'm really deciding this week is it, I'm gonna finish it this week, so I'm spending hours here in my little room. My work room are now all of a sudden an office. I really don't like that. My creative space has now been taken over by a computer. But you know what, in the midst of that, I am still creating. Whether I sit outside looking, at the beautiful garden, or whether I'm in front of the TV watching something. I'm now busy watching Wimbledon, the tennis. And in between that, I have my sketchbook. And another thing I've realized, even if you're not an artist, you need a sketchbook. Everybody needs a sketchbook. Even if it's just to write down, more like a diary, even if it's just to write down what really speaks to you that day. Just something that you use. That's what I've realized. I am using this little book to make me appreciate the present, this moment. So in this moment, if something touches me, speaks to me, I write it down. If it's a sentence, and then because I am also an artist, I draw, I paint, and I've started to really draw. I've never drew anything in my life. I always said I cannot even draw a stick man. And you know what? I believed that people just get born able to draw. That's what I honestly believe. And really, I couldn't draw. It was very, very difficult for me. So I never drew. I just painted. Used lots of paint. Nothing wrong with this. That's how I started, and I still love it. I still love the whole. This is just one process of just using lots of paint and just cover the canvas and whatever. But it's very difficult to do that quickly, to just do it anyway. So a friend of mine had the sketchbook, and she said, is it, that's going to change your life? And I thought, oh, I don't think so, because I cannot draw. And but I bought one, and I started. And then I found a YouTube channel where the man just blew my mind, telling me that he also couldn't draw. So he also just started, because the more you do it, the more you love it, the more you grow. And there are so many YouTube channels and so many things that show you easy drawings. And that's what I'm doing. I am just watching, and whenever I see a beautiful drawing or thing, I try it in my sketchbook, because there's no wrong. I just try it. We went to this beautiful vergelegen wine farm thing. And it was gorgeous. So look what I did. That's what I'm trying. You can do this too. I just took the map and I just tore it up in little pieces. I just glued it onto my pages and just add a little bit of, I think, yeah, I used watercolor, but you can use Koki pen, you can use an ordinary ballpoint pen. I went to the charity shop the other day and I found this bunch tied together, pens and all kinds of things that you can draw with, pencils, pens, and I bought it for 10 Rand. And let me tell you, this one is absolutely fantastic. It even when I draw with it, look at this, and add my watercolors, it doesn't run. I mean, this is waterproof, and I bought it for 10 Rand together with 10 others. So just look at my little donkey. Isn't that this just the gorgeous little thing? This is what I did last night when I was watching Wimbledon. I saw a picture of a donkey and I just created my own. And each painting, as I always says, has a meaning. And this little one is telling you today, smile, you're alive. You've got the abundant life in you. All is well. Just, you're unique, you're stunning, you're beautiful. You are life. So this is what he's telling you. So, and that is what I am telling you through him. Smile, you're alive. You've got the abundant, everlasting, all-consuming life flowing through you. Whether you believe it or want it or whatever, it's beside the point. You are life. And this is what this little one is saying. So isn't it awesome? So once again, get yourself a little book. And I'm also, then I look at YouTube and things and I just see these little figures. And I just look at it and then I just draw them. And they bring me so much joy. This is really just black watercolor, and I just added 2 people dancing, and look what the message was through that little painting. I hope there are days where you fall in love with being alive. Isn't it awesome? So that's what I'm saying. Even in the midst of things that you have to do, that really doesn't bring out the joy in you. In the midst of doing those things, you can also still find the life and the joy in you by doing things that make you feel alive. Realize that you are alive and that all is well, because in this moment, all is well. The life is flowing through me. I am full of life and light because we are all filled with life. Otherwise, we wouldn't have been here. We are alive, full of life. And in order for me to really start realizing that and starting to walk in that truth, I had to find things that really brings out that peace and joy that's already inside of me. As I told you so many times before, I was bored with my life. We went through very, very hard times, and I was bored and scared and fed up and full of fear and resentment because my life wasn't turning out as I planned, and I was angry about it. You know, and the more I tried to be good and do the right things, the more my life fell apart. And I didn't understand that. But in the process of that losing my life, I lost my idea of how my life was supposed to turn out. And losing that, I found my real life, the abundant life in me that is guiding me, leading me, providing for me everything that I need moment by moment. And all of a sudden, no, not all of a sudden, this took years to get me to this point. I don't expect things to turn out always as I want. I just enjoy this moment. I just enjoy or live today, doing what I need to do, like doing the books, and in the process cleaning the house and painting in my journal, and watching tennis later this afternoon. Whatever I am allowed to do, I do. And I get my peace and joy out of those things. And life is getting excited. It's getting an exciting journey, because I don't have any preconceived ideas and plans anymore of how my life is supposed to unfold. Because believe you me, you know as well, that doesn't happen. We grow up with these ideas we need to make life turn out our way. And when it doesn't, we fall apart. We get depressed, angry, fearful, like I were years ago. Until I just let go of my way, of how I believe my life should unfold, and started to enjoy what's actually happening without, and I've also learned to not fear the future. It's not easy. When you look at the news, I don't look at the news anymore. I don't read any newspapers. I really don't need to know what's going on everywhere. And 99% of those are actually a lie as well. So why allow the rumors of what's going on in this world steal my peace and joy? So I don't do that anymore. I just live my life to the fullness in this moment. And that's how I am starting to really view life as an exciting journey. And I hope you can too. I hope you get something out of these videos or whatever. But my message today is just, in the midst of what you need to do every day, find time to do those things that really makes you feel alive, like my little sketchbook. And really get yourself a little book with blank pages and just start writing. Whatever you read and something speaks to you, just write it down. Whenever you feel of drawing something, even if you believe you cannot draw, you just start. If you go somewhere and you have a thing, just stick it into your little book so that when you go and go through it, that, oh, I remember that was so awesome. And this is just what I'm looking at. It's just another little donkey of mine. And he just said, really? Really? The wisest thing you can do is to be present in the present. And how do you, the wisest thing you can do is to be present in the present gratefully. as soon as you start to be grateful for what you have in this moment, you get more and more things all of a sudden to be grateful for, because you take your mind away from those things that you don't have, and you focus it on those things that you do have and that you are grateful for. And that gratefulness, just, I don't know, draw more things to be grateful for. Just put your focus on more things that you actually do have to be grateful for. So thank you that I can share my journey with you, my day with you, and just know that you are alive. You've got the life. You need to be here, alive in this time. Otherwise, you wouldn't have been here. There's a purpose in your life, and that purpose is, only you can bring that purpose. So my purpose is to just find those things that brings out the life in me. And that is your purpose as well. Find those things that makes you joyful and peaceful and makes you feel powerful and alive, glad to be alive. Oh well, have a fantastic day. He said from Zetster's Lab. Oh, and when I was getting dressed for this little video, I thought, oh well, I look terrible, so let me just put on a little jewelry. And this is also something I bought when we were traveling in this country, and it was this beautiful beadwork flower. It was so beautiful. It was 50 Rand, $2. But it was a hairpin, and I don't really wear hairpins. And after a while I thought, you know what? Let me change it into something that I can wear around my neck. So I just added, glue it at the back, add a little bit of leather string, and voila, it's just, look at this, it's just around, it's a round thing, so you can actually wear it like this. But I just use this, put it around my neck, and then just voila, there you have it. Easy. As I said, use what you have to create what you love. And when you buy something, I don't go for the expensive stuff anymore. I buy things that really, I love it. So I wear it. So this is it, my little flower around my neck. And this little thing, as I said, I didn't have anything to share, and now I cannot stop talking. This little thing, I crochet. Once again, many YouTube videos. Do not tell me you cannot crochet. You just start learning how to crochet on YouTube. And this is a bowl of yarn that it changes color. So this is just one ball that I used, and just created this little thing, added some flowers on there. And because I don't have a bra on, I thought, oh, just a little hairpin, just use it to stick it there, and voila. That's why I say life doesn't have to be difficult and expensive. You use what you have to create what you love. Okie dokie. This is me, Zed from Zetster's Lab. Please like, subscribe, tell your friends. You know, to me the most important thing these days is to get people to start enjoying life again. Joy. Joy is, we've lost our joy, and we need our joy back, because as I always say, the joy is what brings salvation from depression and fear and whatever. Joy will save us from the depression that this world is bombarding us with. Something like that. Love you lots.